You can't tell, but we're all naked.
Hey guys, welcome back to the Weekly Loop podcast. I'm your host as always, Matt Urey. Joining me is the co-founder of the Weekly Loop, Anthony Williamson.
Hello.
And as always, we've got the comic book junkie with us.
That's right.
Smoking and talking. Well, we got a lot to talk about today, guys. Well, they didn't know that, but whatever.
They do if they're watching the video podcast.
Oh,
Which is
I was
on
videoing
YouTube.
this. Son of a gun.
What do you got? Like before we started.
Anyways, the first thing I want to talk about, guys, is a new show coming out called The Gifted. It's going to be an upcoming American television series created for Fox by Matt Nix based on Marvel Comics X-Men properties. Now, they're saying it's going to be connected with the X-Men film series. If you know, it's the second television series like that.
Which X-Men film series?
What do you mean?
Because you got the ones that's Hugh Jackman, which is Wolverine in the X-Men.
Well, they're all technically connected because I think Days of Future Past reset the whole thing.
Did it?
Yeah. They talk about how the future will be different.
I don't pay attention to shit movies.
But the series will star Stephen Moyer and Amy Acker. What they are is they're ordinary parents who take their family on the run after they discover that their kids have mutants powers. So basically, like, what do you do if you're an ordinary person? You find out your kid has mutants. They're prosecuting mutants, so you gotta, you obviously don't want your kids to get hurt.
Are the kids any mainstream mutants at all? Or are they just something for the show?
Well, it doesn't really say what their kids are in here. It looks like they're the ones that they are saying. There's going to be the Eclipse. There's going to be Blink, Polaris, Thunderbird, and Dreamer makes an appearance. What they've got so far.
Well, I hear Blink, so I'm watching.
Yeah.
My favorite female. In all
I don't know what what their kids are going to have. It just kind of tells they're just the single children's. But I guess they meet up with all these other kids, and they're all trying to. It's kind of like an Underground Railroad type thing, where like there's people that'll help mutants, get safe. So.
You know what's awesome? I don't know much about the other mutants, but if they include Blink, they can actually lead this into a branch off of the Exiles.
It came after they were talking about doing Hellfire Club forever, and they kind of nixed it. Now they're going with this. They did Legion before. Legion did really good.
Did Patrick Stewart ever show up in Legion?
I don't know. I didn't finish. I watched like 2 episodes.
I heard he was. one.
There is one thing I want to quote on here on Wikipedia, which I think is very hilarious. Let's see, where does it say that? It says that the time frame takes place somewhere between Legion and Logan. So it's pretty much saying it's someplace between the very first and the very end.
Yeah.
So
Well, that's a good place for it to take place.
It tells us nothing. The first season, it's going to come out on October the 2nd, 2017. It's going to be 10 episodes long on Fox. So, any thoughts? Anything?
I mean,
Do you like X-Men television series?
Actually, I've thought. Hey,
Kinda
Fox,
interested
give
about it?
fucking rights back to Marvel.
I'm gonna teach you how to flick a cigarette. Do it like this.
I flick it how I want to flick it.
Are you excited about X-Men television series? Before you
No.
answer,
Okay.
I'm going to tell you. The first episode, the pilot episode, is directed by... The pilot episode is directed by a man named Bryan Singer.
Oh my god.
Oh,
I already hate it.
shit.
It's the shittiest show that ever was made.
So, what do you
Don't
think to
watch
say
it.
about that?
Don't watch it. If you
Fuck
think it's
you,
gonna be
Bryan
good,
Singer.
don't watch it.
He's
Go
also-
back and watch
he's
like
also a
Generation
producer.
X.
He's a big producer of it, big part of it.
I'm not watching it.
Didn't Bryan Singer?
No, I'm not watching
So
it.
you're going to boycott it for
I'm
him because
boycotting
just
the
because
whole
of Bryan
entire
Singer?
thing, yeah. I'm not watching it.
Didn't Bryan Singer tell his actors not to read comic books?
I've heard that, yeah.
Well, apparently, I don't think this is. It doesn't say from what I've read online. I don't think it's based off any particular comic. So I guess.
Well, he might actually.
Oh,
do
well,
I
that.
guess, I guess this is kind of his. He's like, all right.
That's kind of a reach for him.
Do whatever I want to do.
Really stepping out of his. Oh, sorry, Matt.
like I said, it's based off like an Underground Railroad type thing. So I guess it'll be. They mentioned the X-Men in the trailer. They said something like, we don't know if the X-Men are real or if they still exist or something like that. So I don't know if there'll be appearances by some of the X-Men.
Well, that would actually mean that it has to take place at least after X-Men
I can't
3.
remember exactly what the words. I don't know if it says if we don't know if they're real or if we don't know if they exist. So they might not just, the X-Men might not just be out there. They might be secretly out there. You know what I mean? Remember the X-Men were supposed to be hidden anyways. You know what I mean? Like they weren't really supposed to be.
Well, I mean, when they started fighting
It
Sentinels,
wasn't like Superman.
streets.
Yeah, but I guess
Yeah.
this probably hasn't happened. Since you mentioned it, they are they are saying that the Sentinels will make an appearance.
Well, if that's the case,
show.
then the X-Men have.
But it says they will not be. It won't be what they've showed up as before. So I don't know what that means. I don't know if
Then
they'll-
how the fuck can it connect? Never mind. Fuck you, Bryan Singer.
This might
Fuck
be,
you, Bryan
this might
Singer.
be like an early stage of the Sentinels, maybe.
I mean, that would make
Maybe.
sense because they have to evolve.
Like Days
Or
of
they,
Future
well, they
Past.
might be different since Days of Future Past kind of changed all this. They might be like a
Oh,
different
okay.
version of Sentinels that caused, you know.
You know, the X-Men, we're having the same problem the X-Men had in the comic books. It doesn't make any sense. Just enjoy it.
I think it's just gonna be the Sentinels are hunting down mutants and everybody's trying to escape it. And I guess the X-Men are probably out there helping people. I'm sure the X-Men make an appearance.
Like the, I don't know. I don't want to watch it though. Brian Singer's in it.
Is that it?
Yeah. Like that ruined everything to do.
Lynn Wiseman does direct the second episode.
I watched the second episode. I don't watch the
Oh, that
first.
makes you better.
I'll tell you right now.
Lynn Wiseman's the guy that did the Underworld series. I don't know if you ever watched the Underworld.
Yeah.
So that means the fight scene should be pretty good. But I'll tell you right now, if Blink ain't pink or purple, I'm not watching it.
Oh, I don't think she is. If I've seen the trailer.
No,
If they showed
there's
Blink in the trailer.
Because she's supposed to be like Nightcrawler. She's supposed to be like, I don't want to say deformed, but that's the only word I can think of. Like her skin color's supposed to be off.
I saw something
And hair color.
here. Here it is. This is Blink.
I am not watching it.
I'm guessing that's gonna be Blink right there.
I'm not watching it. They went ahead and ruined one of my favorite characters
Um,
just off appearance.
but that's gonna be the new show that's coming out. It's a big thing. Everybody's talking about it.
This is why you said, "Oh man," in there earlier when you was looking stuff
yeah.
up about it.
Yeah.
And you wouldn't tell me what was gonna happen.
Yeah, I didn't want to ruin the Brian. I didn't want to drop the Brian Singer ball until we were all here.
I ain't watching it.
To you.
It's garbage.
Yeah.
I can already review all 10 episodes. It's garbage.
Can we just let Stan Lee like take charge of everything?
Speaking of that,
Yes.
they are saying they have confirmed Stanley will make a cameo in the first episode.
Hmm.
So,
Stanley.
obviously, he likes it.
No,
You know,
they're just
I-
kidding
He's
about
like
money.
He's like, I need a way to make money now. I can't make
He was in the
money.
Fantastic Four movies too.
I have to say,
In every Spider-Man rendition ever.
yeah.
I think he'd be like, you guys like keep reinventing this stuff.
I actually finally got to watch a good copy of Age of Ultron where it wasn't all messed up. Like, you know,
Oh, you never seen a good copy of it?
I've never seen a good copy.
Oh.
And I'd actually never actually caught the part with Stan Lee in there where he's like, "Hey Thor, hand it over." He's like, "This ain't for mortal men." And he ends up getting like super drunk and he's like,
Yeah.
go and dragging him off. He's like, "Excelsior."
Yeah.
That was the funny part.
Age of Ultron had a lot of funny parts, like when they were talking about like their girlfriends and stuff.
Oh
Remember when him and Captain America kind
Penny
of.
Pots or
Yeah.
whatever. Yeah.
My favorite part is fucking Vision. Vision when he's like, "I don't know how I can get you to trust me, but let's go." And he holds up Thor's hammer and hands it to him. Everybody's just like, "Huh."
Yeah.
And then at the end, Captain America, Tony Stark's like, "Well, if you put the hammer in the elevator and the elevator goes up, it don't count, right?" So that's like when Vision holds the hammer, right? That's how it counts, right?
The best part's when Captain America grabs it and it moves a little bit.
Oh yeah.
And Thor's like,
Well, hey,
you know, he does that face like, whoa.
speaking of that, at the end of Age of Ultron, when Hulk turns off the video link with Black Widow, does that ship capable of space to know? Because Fury said he found it in the middle of the ocean, but how did Hulk get off planet Earth to be in the next Thor movie?
We'll find out.
Because I love that commercial where Thor is like, "Huh, I know him. He's from work."
Oh yeah, we'll find out.
But hold on. Speaking of which, real quick, since I'm on that, does anybody else think that we're going to get unworthy Thor in the next movie? Because
maybe it's possible. I don't see him going that deep into comic myths.
I don't think he's
They
going
try
that
to
deep.
kind of kind of stay on the surface. I think it'll be regular Thor.
No, I think you get an unworthy Thor because he cuts his hair and he doesn't have the hammer.
We'll get shattered, don't it, by Hela?
Yeah.
Her name?
I think that'd be a good way to cut out female Thor.
Yeah, she destroys it before you ever go. He gets captured.
Oh yeah.
So I'm guessing it'll probably be. I'd say they've probably captured him. They've probably found some way, technology-wise, to just turn him into Hulk without him going back.
No. What
I'm sure
happens
they
is
found some
is already in the first Avengers movie, Banner has control of the Hulk. You find that in the first Hulk movie when it was Edward Norton.
Oh yeah.
Because that actually technically is part of the MCU. He has control. He can direct the Hulk. What happens is where he feels like he's a danger to the planet, he leaves the planet, which the comics are different. I'm not going to get into that because that's a whole thing I really don't want to start on. But if I had to guess with the comic mythos, Hulk is trying to get a better control of the Hulk because it seemed like he had a better grip on it in the commercials.
Oh yeah, where he's talking to Thor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think what we're doing is where they're getting up to Thanos. We're actually going to get World Breaker Hulk, which if we do, that is the most powerful version of Hulk ever.
It'll be interesting. Thor will be coming up in November, I think.
Yeah.
So it won't be too long away.
There was actually a comic book. I think it was Ultimates, where the Hulk ripped Wolverine in half and threw half his body like so many miles out. But that Hulk looks exactly like the one that's in the movie right now.
We'll see. We'll watch the movie, get more on that. Let's move on though to something. Let's get out of the Marvel thing. One thing I do want to talk about is it's been confirmed now that the next Star Wars movie will be Obi-Wan Kenobi anthology movie.
Okay.
Back to this.
We kind of.
I mean, it'll be 2020, but that's only 3 years away.
I'm not exactly excited for it, but I have a feeling this when it comes to Star Wars. One, I think Rey is Obi-Wan's daughter. I think this would be a good way to set that up with the Obi-Wan movie. Also, what I said earlier before we started the podcast, I think this is a good chance to bring Darth Maul back. Because even in the comics or whatever, when he got cut in half and thrown down that tube or whatever, he didn't die. He actually saved himself, of course, with the dark side.
Are you talking about Qui-Gon?
No, I'm talking about fucking Darth Maul. Yeah. I'm thinking that there'd be a good chance to bring Darth Maul back because that would be a good villain for Obi-Wan. Because Obi-Wan beat him, but it's only when he got really super pissed. But I don't know. I think it'd be cool to bring back Darth Maul.
But they are saying that Ewan McGregor does want to reprise the role.
Well, that's good.
The guy from 1, 2, and 3?
Yeah, so I don't know if they'll let him or if they'll try to go a different way.
Well, who's going to be Han Solo in the Han Solo movie?
They're using the old characters in the new movie, so it wouldn't be too far to reach to see Ewan McGregor back in it.
That's true.
I mean, that would work for me, but I mean, that thing I just said.
Han Solo?
Yeah.
Who's playing Han Solo?
I don't think they've...
Yeah, they've decided. I just forget who it was.
That's hard to tell.
Oh, look. Don't read out my notes.
Nah, I wouldn't worry about it.
Alright.
Does anybody... I mean, what do you think? I mean, you think that's a good idea for the next Star Wars movie? Or...
I'll be honest with you. I loved Rogue One. I think they need to keep doing branches off. Like, I'd be down to watch it.
Yeah.
Did you like Rogue One?
It was good. The best part was the Darth Vader part, though.
At the very end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that's all I was really waiting for was just more and more Darth Vader stuff.
Oh, sorry.
But I wasn't excited about the movie. I just went and watched it because my buddy was a big Star Wars fan.
I'll be honest. I had really heard about it. I heard that it was shot differently than most Star Wars movies. It's shot more like a war movie. I hadn't really given it much thought. And then I just saw it out at Walmart one day and I was like, I want a movie. I hadn't seen it, so I grabbed it, put it in, and I was like, wow, this is probably my favorite Star Wars movie.
Mine's still probably The Force Awakens.
Yeah.
I really love The Force Awakens.
That's my favorite right now.
I'm really looking forward to the next one. The Last Jedi.
You mean,
December.
if you say The Force Awakens is your favorite movie, then Episode 4 has to be your favorite because it's the same damn movie.
It is. It is technically. It's like they took Episode 4 and did it better.
Yeah.
It's like,
it's like, let's take Episode 4, let's cut out all the boring stuff, and just let that happen.
You mean they made it current?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, if you really think about it, they really did.
I mean, yeah, pretty much.
I like Episode 4 as well, but like, when I go back and watch Episode 4, and there's some parts that are kind of like, oh my god.
Well, I mean, it was made
just
in the
get
70s.
off the ship.
But you're talking about a movie that was made in the 70s. When it came out, I mean, people lost their shit.
Oh yeah. Well, it's the first time you ever seen anything like that. We grew up in a different age. We see stuff. We were used to special effects time we got up there.
I'm sorry.
Those are the movies like but you gotta respect that if it wasn't for like Star Wars, we wouldn't have the kind of films we have today.
That's true.
Not really. So we all like them, but which George Lucas did.
George Lucas screwed the pooch, man.
Everybody pretty much says George Lucas he ripped all that stuff off from like older movies.
Well, there's a movie out now.
Like he just ripped all kinds of stuff off from stuff he liked.
Valerian or whatever that space movie that just came out. That's the one Star Wars was supposed to have ripped off. Which here's the thing: George Lucas sucks. He got extremely lucky in the decade.
I agree.
Yeah.
If you look at George Lucas's career, man, besides Star Wars, what did he really do that was any good?
He rolled Steven Spielberg's dick.
I mean, that was really it. That was really it, man. I mean, he didn't really do anything else really good. You can't really say Indiana Jones because Spielberg did that.
Yeah.
He just kind of wrote it.
I was about to say, wasn't he involved with Indiana Jones?
He wrote it, but I mean, that was about as far as he went.
I mean, Harrison Ford really made those movies.
Yeah.
Really did.
Yeah.
You just can't. Yeah, a lot of George Lucas fanboys are just kind of he's just not really that good.
Dude, man, he lost his shit over Force Awakens and stuff. But I mean, episodes 1, 2, and 3, unless you're a fanboy of Star Wars, they're not that good.
No. Best part of episode 1 was Darth Maul. If he wasn't there, that movie would suck.
And they made Anakin a little bitch boy.
Episode 2 was just garbage.
It was.
That was just horrible.
That was horrible.
Episode 3, it was kind of cool to see Darth Vader at the very end. It was like, okay.
That was
but other than that, you were just kind of like,
yeah.
Like I said, they made
you're kind of like, man, Darth Vader's a dick.
Yeah.
Like, especially when he walks in the school and there's little kids and stuff, and you're just like, oh, what a dick.
I mean, okay, hold on. That is what he did, though.
Yeah, I know, but still, it just kind of makes you think, what a dick, man.
He's a dick.
I've always wondered, man. They always say that Anakin Skywalker was the chosen one. He was the one to bring balance to the Force, right?
No, that's what it was assumed.
So the question is, well, here's my thing though. Did he not technically bring balance by the Force? Because if you think about it, he killed all the Jedi.
Mm-hmm.
And then at the end, he killed the Emperor as well, and he killed himself.
Here's a
so
better,
did he not technically bring balance to the Force?
No. Here's a better one. None of the Skywalkers are chosen ones. They're actually just, according to the new movie, since it's canon, none of the Skywalkers are chosen ones. They're just family line that's really good with the Force. Rey is the chosen one because she has no training. She figured out Force powers all on her own, and she beat a trained Sith apprentice. He wasn't fully trained, but he's about to be. But she beat him with no training whatsoever. Only thing she did was train the Force. So I think that's where they're going with it. I think Rey is the actual chosen
Here's my other thing. If Darth Vader never went back and saved Luke Skywalker, just killed him like the Emperor wanted, would Rey even been possible? So who's the chosen one? The one that does it, or the one that made it possible for it to happen?
Dude, you're getting into stuff.
It gets weird, don't it? I mean, you gotta just think about it sometimes.
You also got to get into the gray Jedis when you start talking balance. The light side and dark side are not. I've read a whole article about it. There's a theory that Rey is going to be a gray Jedi. And by that, she's not really a Jedi. She's just a Force user, which means she's the chosen one because the light and dark side, which, what was it, Rebels or something that's canon, that is canon, there was a Force user who came out and said, I'm the one in the middle. And you can't have anybody bring balance if they're on one side or the other. They have to be in the middle. So the Skywalkers can't be. They've never been in the middle. The only people that, from my knowledge, that have ever been in the middle is Starkiller. I got a good feeling Rey is going to be in the middle, and any Jedi with a yellow lightsaber because they're technically gray Jedis. But that's if you consider that canon, which I'm not really sure on the yellow sabers.
That's even if they go by that in the movies. So I think at the end of the day, they're just going to try to make something flashy.
They are going by that in the movies.
You know, they're going to sell some tickets.
They are going by that in the movies because of Rebels. Rebels is the one that sealed it, that lets you know there's going to be grays.
We have to wait and see. This could be getting interesting.
Because because he talks to Ahsoka when it happens in Rebels. I only YouTube that conversation, but it's actually really interesting.
You ever think George Lucas, when he made all this up, he didn't really know what he was talking about?
Oh yeah, definitely. He didn't know what was going on.
I mean,
I feel like he made Star Wars just to be a movie, and that was it.
I think so too.
You know, and then he was just like, "Oh, you guys like this? I'm gonna pop out some more."
In his defense, he did make Jar Jar Binks.
Yeah. When you watch the first and second, third ones, you're kind of like, "Man, did you really know what you were going on?"
Jar Jar Binks is like the ultimate Sith Lord.
Yeah,
secretly,
he is.
Since we're on this kind of thing about like remakes and reboots, let's get into some of these.
Are they remaking Ace Ventura?
Yeah, we're going to talk about. Here's some of the remakes. We're going to talk about some of the remakes, reboots that are out there. They're rumored. Some are confirmed. We're going to talk about them. Okay. So I'm going to start listing them off, and you guys tell me if you hear one you want to talk about.
Okay.
So Ace Ventura.
Yes.
You want to talk about it?
Yeah, I'm talking about something.
Okay.
Yeah.
It says Following the Muddy Paw Prints of Ace Ventura Jr. and the animated TV show. I don't know if you guys remember that.
Fucking horrible.
Another attempt to revive the Ace Ventura franchise without the involvement of Jim Carrey.
Oh, fuck it. I want to talk about something different. It either has Jim Carrey or I don't care.
Okay, well, that's what we're saying. There's not going to be no Jim Carrey in that.
Yeah, that killed it.
Okay, so we've also got Akira. We've been talking about Akira for years.
Wait, a live-action Akira? Anime? Or...
Yeah. Yeah, we're talking. They've announced that Christopher Nolan, who does the Batman movies, is in talks to do it. So if he gets attached, it might help it go a little bit faster.
That's cool.
Aladdin, of course, they're going to talk about doing a live-action Aladdin. I'm sure you guys have heard about that.
I'm still ready for that.
I mean, they've already done Beauty and the Beast and a couple other Disney movies. Why not do Aladdin?
They're supposed to be Lion King too.
I mean, I hear though that Aladdin's going to be more true to the story, so he's going to be popping IEDs.
Yep. Obviously, the Batman movie is out there. That's going to happen.
Good.
Wait, hold on, no. The Batman movie with Ben Affleck, he stepped out of it, man.
He stepped out of the director role.
Yeah, he said.
Oh, he's still in it. Oh, I thought it's because they couldn't agree on a script or something. He wanted no part of it. I heard it was canceled. Like I don't think.
No, it says that he's stepped out, and that the director of the last two Planet of the Apes films, Matt Reeves, will be steering the ship from now on.
Wow, that's interesting.
Also, Big Trouble in Little China. They've talked about doing some.
Really?
Is Kurt Russell in it? Is Kurt Russell in it?
No, he won't.
Then not interested.
It'd be more.
Maybe like cameo.
But it's supposed to be good. They're talking about. They say they want John Carpenter involved in it some way. They want to do it pretty good. He says he's giving his. Kurt Russell did give his blessing, though. He kind of wanted it to happen.
Cool.
The Birds. Nobody cares about the Birds.
Really?
What?
Wait, hold on. I do care about the birds.
They're talking
The
about
Birds
they're
or
talking
the
about,
Birds?
they're talking about doing the Birds.
Oh,
Not the
Birds.
Birds.
Okay.
The horror movie?
Yeah, the horror movie, The Birds. They're talking about doing it. It says that the Birds will be overseen by Michael Bay's Platinum Dunes company.
Oh shit!
So it'll be a huge action movie.
You mean like a pigeon's going to come in, hit somebody in the face, and boom?
Yeah. One interesting one though is Blade.
Is Wesley Snipes.
Yes, according to the man himself, Wesley
Oh.
Snipes, Marvel Studios have held a few talks about rebooting Blade within the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
And with Wesley Snipes.
With Wesley Snipes.
That'd be neat.
That's going to be fucking amazing.
It's not a big thing yet. It could be like a Netflix series.
Well, I have a boner.
But yeah, so far they're saying that if it does happen, Wesley Snipes will be
Well,
a part of it.
that made my day. I just want you to know
One
that.
thing that I wanted to talk to you about is Bloodsport. They're talking about doing Bloodsport.
Jean-Claude Van Damme? He's going to be back in it.
They're talking about he might be a part of it.
I gotta be honest. I used to like him when I was little, and as time went on, I lost and left losing respect for that actor. And the moment I actually hated him was the moment I found out that he was going to be the original Predator and refused to wear the suit.
They did. They did do a movie that I thought was pretty cool, JVCD. If you've ever seen that one, it's Jean-Claude Van Damme playing himself. He goes into a bank to get some money out, and he can't because I guess he's going through a divorce and they froze his accounts. But anyways, the bank gets robbed, and everybody's like, the whole time they're robbing him, everybody's like, "Do something, man! You're Jean-Claude Van Damme." And he's like, "I'm just an actor, man." They're like, "You know karate?" He's like, "Yeah, I do, but these people got guns, man." And like everybody's just on him all the time, like, "Do something, man." And at the end, he finally beats him and saves the day. But it's a really cool movie. If you've never seen it, check it out.
Actually, I saw a preview.
It's really good.
I saw a preview for Jean-Claude Van Damme movie. It's called Kill Everyone. I'm not even kidding. That was the title.
They're talking about doing Cliffhanger. I don't know if anybody ever likes
Stallone?
I don't think he's going to be in it.
Then I'm not interested.
Yeah, they're talking about redoing Clue.
What?
Talk about that a little bit.
I still want to talk about Blade.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just real excited about that.
They're talking about redoing The Craft and also the creature from the
whatever.
Black Lagoon.
Oh yeah.
What is it with everybody wanting to reboot old shit?
that'd
One
be-
thing you might be interested in, Dusty, they're talking about redoing The Crow.
Stink.
They're
No.
talking about doing it with Aquaman himself.
Oh,
Him. I'll wait till I actually see that before I give my judgment because I'll tell you right now, Brandon Lee is amazing.
The last reports has been heavily delayed, so if that ever does happen, it'll probably be 5 years, 6 years down the road.
I do have a question though about the Black Lagoon.
But every Crow
Okay.
movie has sucked except for the
Is that one of the Universal Studios ones? Like, is it going
think
to be
so.
mixed in with the
I
Mummy?
think so,
and all
but they're saying that Scarlett Johansson might be a part of it. So,
I wouldn't watch her.
you know, they're redoing a lot of those movie shows, so we'll have to wait and see. They're redoing Death Wish. I don't know if anybody ever watched Death Wish. It was pretty crazy. Talking about doing a live thing at Dumbo.
No.
One big thing though that they are talking about is Dune. Of course, y'all ever watch Dune? Dune's actually pretty good. They're
I
talking
respect Dune, but I don't like
about,
Dune.
they're thinking about redoing it. So
I mean, I give Dune credit. It really helped the sci-fi like franchise and stuff like that, but I never could get into it.
one thing is that Dungeons and Dragons. I don't know if you've ever seen. They made a lot of crappy Dungeons and Dragons,
Yeah.
but now
Well, there was
they're
that one with
saying,
hold on. There was that one movie with one of the Wayne's brothers that was alright.
yeah. Well, they're saying now that Warner Brothers and Hasbro's have kind of stopped fighting each other, and have finally come together, and they've hired David Leslie Johnson to write the script, so it actually might be coming up pretty soon.
Longer than
A
Bryan
real
Singer.
actual Dungeons and Dragons movie,
That's cool.
big budget.
Hope it does better than Warcraft.
That's so sad. Warcraft was so good.
Warcraft was good, man. People did. I don't understand how it was not bigger than it was.
Oh.
One thing I want to ask you about, Dusty, they're talking about redoing Escape from New York. Do you see anybody else being Snake Plissken?
Well, here's the thing, man. I'm a big Metal Gear Solid person, and guess where Metal Gear Solid got a lot, or Hideo Kojima got a lot of his crap from? Snake Plissken. Come on, you know. Escape from New York, long as it's done right, I will be all over it. Because, I mean, I have the original. Matter of fact, I watched the original like a couple of days ago.
Well, they're saying that Joe Silver is going to direct and John Carpenter is signed on to be executive producer, so it's probably going to happen.
Man, John Carpenter, man, I'm hit and miss with him. But do they know who's going to be Snake Plissken? Well,
But we'll see. All these are kind of,
Yeah.
just kind of recent things. Let's see. They're talking about doing Firestarter. Anybody ever like Firestarter?
I have no clue.
It had, what was her name in there? What was that girl's name?
Is it Drew Barrymore?
Drew Barrymore, yes, thank you. She was in the original one.
God, I hate Drew Barrymore.
Was
It
it after
could be
Adam
good.
Sandler movies?
I got sick of her, man.
They're talking about redoing Flash Gordon.
Don't.
Remember like Flash Gordon?
No.
But you never know. Flatliners obviously is getting a reboot.
Yes.
We all know Flatliners is coming back.
I love Flat.
Did you ever watch Flatliners?
No.
Oh, it's kind of a cool movie.
If you like scary shit,
And the original is
Flatliners.
actually really good because the original has Julia Roberts in it. It's got
Kevin Bacon?
Kevin Bacon, which is
Oh.
awesome.
That other guy.
Yeah,
the one that has the ghost kid following around and beat the shit out of him.
Yes.
What was his name? He's famous as hell.
Sutherland? He's a Kiefer
Yeah,
Sutherland?
yeah.
Yeah, it's got a couple more recognizable people in there you'll see, but it was pretty cool. What it is they stop their heart to where they can see the afterlife.
Yeah.
Well, what happens is when they see the afterlife, like things start coming after them.
They actually they die. They go to the afterlife, and when they get brought back, because they bring back that crap with them.
That sounds like an awesome movie.
But one of the group brings back something bad. But it only happens to him, and when he's alone, it's like this little kid that he accidentally killed when he was younger.
Yeah.
And the kid beats the ever living hell out of him through the whole movie.
It's really creepy though too, because I remember there's one part like he's sitting in a car or something.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. It's a van.
Yeah, that kid's like, oh god, it's so creepy, man.
Yeah,
it's like
he's like, I got him locked out, and all of a sudden it's in there with him, and it's like, no.
The main thing of Flatliners, it's in that movie I was saying about the pop star, Never Stop, Never Stopping.
Yeah.
Because there's like a roadie in there, and he's like, when I have my free time, I like to flatline. He's like, dude, and he wakes up, they bring him back, and they're like, he's going out, let's bring him back. And he comes back up, he's like, did I poop myself this time? And they're like, no, not this time. He's like, awesome.
I'm glad you said Flatliners. I thought I was.
That's pretty cool. Another movie that you might be interested in, they're thinking about redoing The Fly.
Nah, I don't give a shit about The Fly.
You don't like The Fly?
Nah. I don't give a shit.
Well, The Fly was a cool movie. I thought it was. They were talking about redoing this Friday the 13th movie.
Didn't they already do that? They already
did.
But
I think this time they're actually going to put some real money behind it.
I mean, it wasn't bad.
So,
yeah,
I'd watch
who
it.
knows? But I think this one's. Remember, we talked about this one point in time. I think this one's supposed to be more like taking place within the actual old movies.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's supposed to be like a part of them.
Okay.
Instead of just a complete reboot.
Then how's it a reboot?
I don't know what you call it. It's just in their list. They're talking about redoing the Green Hornet. That's always kind of being talked about.
Well, I mean, okay, a lot of people give Seth Rogen a bad jip for the last Green Hornet movie, but I liked it.
Yeah.
Also,
they're talking about Green Lantern, and yes, Ryan Reynolds will not be returning to star in the movie.
good because he's Deadpool.
The new film's going by the title of The Green Lantern Corps.
Oh,
it's part of a broader all
well,
DC Marvel.
If that's the
universe.
case, will we get Hal Jordan or will we get one of the other Green Lanterns?
I don't know. It's not due until 2020, so
we got to wait and
see. It'll probably be like Phase 2 DC. They're talking about redoing The Grudge. Anybody like The Grudge?
Nah. Okay, technically The Grudge was redone when we got it because it's actually based on a Japan film. Yeah.
They're talking about another Hellboy movie.
I'm sick of Hellboy.
But they're not going to do. Guillermo del Toro's not going to be a part of this one, so I don't know. It's going to be called Hellboy: Rise of the Blood Queen. So
I mean,
it's also been confirmed that Milla Jovovich will be the Blood Queen.
I'll watch it.
Talking about redoing Hellraisers.
Who gives a fuck?
And they're talking about redoing Highlander.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to redo Highlander, so I don't know.
McLeod.
It says David Bautista is probably going to be the Kurgan.
That's cool.
So,
but can we get the actor who plays Jon Snow to be McLeod?
I've always wanted that. I really thought if I ever made Hollywood, I would redo the Highlander. Don't really want to talk about I Know What You Did Last Summer. It's not good. They're talking about doing an Inspector Gadget movie.
Yeah, I mean, that's probably about as big a joke as the last one.
Yeah, it'll probably be a CG animated series instead.
Oh, that's
like a legal thing. A couple of the creepy movies are doing like Invasion of the Body Snatchers and The Invisible Man. A bunch of old horror movies are getting a lot of reboots. So.
I think The Invisible Man will be part of the Universal Studios one.
Some of the ones that have already been announced, we've already.
Jumanji!
They're talking about Jumanji's about to come out.
Yes, that's Dwayne Rock and Kevin Hart.
Have you seen the trailer for it yet?
Yes.
No.
They're playing a video
game. They're
it's
playing
awesome.
a video game. Yeah. What video game was that? I don't remember. But I just remember what the clown looks like.
They're playing
awesome.
Jumanji video game.
We're talking about it, man.
Yeah.
I'm talking about it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
I got excited about it.
It's scary as crap.
I don't care about Jumanji.
Are you watching it? It comes out in a week or two. Let's go watch it.
I definitely watch it.
No, they won't go with me, so I have to go.
Okay. I'll watch it.
Jumanji looks good, though. Jumanji, they're not playing the board game. They're playing a video game. The Legend of Conan.
Really?
Is actually going to come back. And they are talking about doing it. They're hoping they don't do it with actually Arnold Schwarzenegger, and he'll be an older version of Conan.
Yes.
It'll be kind of like Logan, but in the Conan universe.
Wait, was this maybe this will be when he finally becomes like fucking king?
Yeah, and it does say it will actually ignore the Conan reboot.
Hey, in the defense of the Conan reboot, it was pretty cool.
It was cool, but they could have done better. I feel like the script was kind of like made for sci-fi. They could have wrote that a little bit better. Because at the end, I was just like, this looks crappy.
You know, if they had Arnold in it at some point, just for a cameo, it'd been all right with me.
Yeah, he's gonna be like an old man. Think Old Man Logan, but in the Conan universe.
Cool.
So
I'm down to watch all that.
They're also talking about doing Lion King.
Yes,
Lion King live action.
I'm excited about Lion King.
Are you really excited about Lion King? They're also talking about doing Little Mermaid live action.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Redheads.
What's going on?
and it's gonna be rated R with plenty of nudity.
God, yes.
You ain't wearing no seashells. This
I'm
time.
going to that theater pantsless.
Yeah.
Be like the
They already
emoji movie all over.
Yeah, they
again.
already got the Emoji movie. They're talking about doing Little Shop of Horrors. That's nothing new.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They've
that'd
talked
be
about that for a
kinda
while.
It's like a third reboot.
They're talking about redoing Major League.
Oh.
I don't think you can beat the original.
Is Wesley Snipes going to be in it?
I don't know. He wasn't in the second one. He should have been in the second one.
Yeah, that was weird.
What's
They
his
replaced him. That was dumb.
But they made a lot of money off of it. It says here that they had $11 million budget and they like quadrupled it.
Go on. I mean, nobody really cares. I mean, I liked it, but no.
They're talking about doing Masters of the Universe.
Well, that'd be alright.
He-Man?
Mm-hmm. Masters of the Universe. Talking about redoing it.
Is Dolph Lundgren?
By the power of Grayskull.
One thing Dusty's been asking about, we'll get into it, is the Matrix.
Okay, you better not speed through this one.
Though they've used the word reboot to describe their intentions with the Matrix franchise, recent report, we're a little hesitant to include it on our list. A lot of people are saying it's not going to be a reboot. Some people are saying it's being a reboot. The Wachowski brothers are not involved at this time, so they're not involved. No stars have been, nothing's really been happening now. They're talking about, they're throwing out names like Michael B. Jordan and stuff like that.
Oh, come on.
So nothing's really confirmed yet, but they are kind of talking about it, so it could happen.
Don't get me wrong, I like Michael B. Jordan, but he needs to stay the fuck away from the Matrix. I do not feel like he would fit into that at all.
They're not. It doesn't seem like they're either going to do a reboot or they're going to do a continuation of the franchise, or revisiting, maybe like a story within a story.
They could totally do like a revisiting.
They could have something happen before the.
They could have something happen after. I mean, it's not exactly over. They just called it a truce because they had a common enemy. The Smith.
Yeah, they could do it again. It would depend on who's involved, who says yes.
Yeah.
If Keanu Reeves even wanted to, he might not even want to.
No,
Well, Keanu Reeves is dead. Like if they continued it.
Well, I'm sure
just in. Keanu Reeves is
he'd
dead.
have to be a part of it though.
Yeah.
No, he wouldn't, man. His character died at the end.
He did die.
It'd be weird to not have him on there though. You don't think
Him,
so?
Trinity, both of them died. I mean, the only one that you can bring back is Morpheus.
Wait, did you like the second and third one?
I mean, the only way you can bring him back is a reincarnation of somebody
That
else.
one named Morpheus.
Did you like the second and third movie?
I am a Matrix fanboy. Yes, I did, because I thought they were exactly what they were supposed to be. I feel like everybody else wanted something else, though. But they were what they were supposed to be.
Oh, we expected a good movie.
And actually, the
It
Matrix...
got a little weird, man.
The Matrix
It got a little
is an
weird.
original. The Wachowski brothers got it from a Japanese comic.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I like the first one.
A couple good
Everybody
ones.
loves the first one. The first one was amazing.
A couple good ones. Men in Black.
Hold on. Before you
Yeah.
continue, I told you not to rush through this shit. The second and third movie, don't get me wrong, they weren't groundbreaking shit, but they were the continuation.
Well, in terms of special effects, I thought they were pretty good.
Yeah, they were awesome. The fight scenes were great.
You
I
can't
loved
really
it.
say they're not groundbreaking. They just wouldn't. As,
Well, the Matrix game
well,
was bullet
you can't. As many people that can rag on the Matrix, you can't really rag on it because it's like it wasn't groundbreaking. Well, they did invent bullet time and how to do new stuff.
Yeah.
You can be like, well, it wasn't popular. Well, it did make a lot of money.
Yeah.
So it's kind of hard. It's
Yeah.
kind of hard to. The only knock
I mean-
you can really give is like, well, it didn't get the best reviews, but it got decent reviews. So
Yeah.
you really can't knock them. Like you really don't have an argument. You don't have a leg to stand on if you knock them because you're like, well, I don't like them. Well, that's your opinion.
I guess, what are you, a hipster?
Yeah,
'Cause you
well,
just hate things that are universally loved?
Yeah, you hate it so bad. Yeah, it's like you hate it so bad that you wouldn't paid all that money for the third one as well. So you don't really have an argument. The Matrix,
But speaking of that, I mean, the first one was a great movie and stuff, but you guys know Will Smith turned down that role? Keanu Reeves
Yeah.
was like the third choice.
I'm glad. I like
also
Keanu
they
Reeves,
wanted
though.
to do. Also they talked. Oh my God. I just lost his name. What's the old man's name in Highlander? Did we
Sean
offer his
Connery.
name? Sean Connery actually wanted him to be Morpheus at one point in time. Before
Huh. Couldn't see that
they
either.
did Fishburne.
I need that.
Yes.
He talks about it. If you ever watch League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, some of the special features, he talks about how he turned down. They were like, "Why'd you take League of Extraordinary Gentlemen?" He's like, "Well, I kept turning down. I turned down this movie called The Matrix, and I felt stupid, so I thought I better not turn down another one." Because he didn't think about nothing about special effect movies.
Yes, Neo. Take the red pill or the blue pill. But if you take the red pill, you find out how deep the rabbit hole goes.
I think he'd have been a good Morpheus. I think he'd have kind of good.
It's hard to see anybody else in those roles since
It is
like those
once
movies.
they're concrete in there, it's
Yeah.
hard to kind of do. But let's go on here. Men in Black, they're talking about doing it, and it's not gonna have Will Smith in it. It's not gonna be the Men in Black,
It's not worth watching.
So
Wait, is this gonna be like an actual like I mean, okay,
It's gonna be a reboot.
The Men in Black movies always had that Disney feel to them.
Yeah, they're wanting to do a reboot with a trilogy, so it won't be. I guess it'll be those characters, but it won't be like Will Smith and Tommy Lee Jones. It'll be some different.
That's sad, but I'll give it a
It'll
shot.
probably like Michael B. Jordan.
Straight to
Creed.
DVD.
Hey,
type movie.
Michael B. Jordan, if they're going for that Will Smith,
That would be the one to go with. That would go with. Also, Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
Hold on, but I gotta say this before we even talk about this. Video game movies do not have a good chance of being good.
This one's got some good stuff. James Wan is set to be a part of it, which he directed Conjuring and Fast and Furious 7.
Is this okay? Who's this going to be centered around? Is a better question because we all know Mortal Kombat really never was completely centered around Liu Kang.
Yeah.
I mean, the first game maybe, but that was Super Nintendo. Nobody really gave a shit.
It doesn't say, but it does say since James Wan has connected himself to it, it should get it moving quickly. So,
who'd you guys like to see the story centered around? Since I mean, we
I
all
like
play
it.
Mortal Kombat.
I don't know if I'd want to send him. I guess you have to. I'd have to say Liu Kang because he is technically. The good
I
guy.
feel like maybe you'd have to do like an Avengers feel to it. Give everybody.
Yeah, but
That'd be good.
you'd have to give it a good.
But
I think you'd have to go with Liu Kang because he was like the original.
I
Mortal
disagree.
Kombat.
Mortal Kombat 9. It was centered around Raiden, and it was great.
You could do Raiden. You could do Raiden as well, but we'll see what happens. But I don't. I mean, you couldn't be like, I'm gonna send around Shang Tsung. That'd be weird.
Yeah.
But it'd definitely be one of the good guys that it'll go with. I'm sure it'll be like you said. It'll probably be like an ensemble of the good guys.
I'll be honest.
Johnny Cage.
I'm kind of surprised that they probably ain't going after the ninjas
Yeah, that's true.
because I feel like it's going to be like a
One thing though is
Avengers
that
thing.
Kevin Tenkerion or whatever his name is, the guy that did Mortal Kombat Rebirth that everybody loves. It's unclear if he's gonna be a part of it or not.
I never saw Rebirth.
Oh, it's great.
I think I saw it.
It's great. If you haven't watched it, go watch it. It's amazing. If you see it at Walmart, buy it. It's awesome.
I'll be honest,
good.
I would be
For a
happy.
fan-made thing, like somebody just went out and did.
Yeah.
It is.
But I mean,
It's awesome.
if it's not going to have that Avengers feel to it, I got to be honest. I would like to see it centered around Sub-Zero because
Well, that'd be weird because in the original one, he's a bad guy.
No, I'm talking about his brother, the younger brother, the actual Sub-Zero.
You'd be skipping Mortal Kombat 1 then.
You don't have to fucking deal with Mortal Kombat 1.
That's true.
I mean, you could. I mean, what was it? Street Fighter with freaking Jean-Claude Van Damme centered around Guile.
That's true.
But I mean, don't get me wrong. That was
Guile's a pretty popular character though in Street Fighter. I think technically in the first game, he was supposed to be the main character, wasn't he?
no. Ryu and Ken have always been.
I always thought they kind of took on after they got popular.
Ryu and Ken were the main ones, and then it got more.
No, there was a
centered around
couple
Ryu.
Street Fighter games
think it
there
was
where
about
Guile
Ryu,
wasn't even in
actually.
the game. Remember, and he was like a special character you had to unlock.
Yeah.
Everybody wanted to unlock him.
But
Actually, I think Street
He's
Fighter
one of the harder ones to play with than the other ones.
Street
he's
Fighter
always
one-
a hard one to
Really
play
good to
with.
master him.
Street Fighter 1 was revolved around Ryu.
Yeah,
One
Ryu.
thing I think interesting, let's move on to something else, is there's Milan, but there's two different Milans. There's Disney's Milan and then there's Sony's Milan.
Let's go with something else.
What?
No one cares.
Disney Milan's more like the character. Sony's Milan's gonna be more like the actual Chinese legend.
There ain't no bitches here.
Oh.
Let's go with something else.
So I guess Disney will be like the Disney kind of version, and the Sony one will be more like death.
They're gonna get Matt Damon
Will we
to play
get
Milan.
Milan?
Milan
And,
sauce back?
Be Matt Damon.
I mean, there'll probably be some
Matt Damon
rape in Sony's Milan.
and Matt Damon.
They'll probably be like, "You're a man,"
Matt Damon.
you know.
Matt Damon. Why'd you have to take it there?
That's what's gonna happen. That's what happens in the original Chinese legend. Nightmare on Elm Street. That's no surprise.
Yeah,
They
that's going
need
down.
to redo that. since
I'm
the
not a big
last
horror
redo.
movie guy.
Also, something you might find interesting: the Naked Gun. They're talking about redoing the Naked Gun.
I don't know, man. That was Liam Neeson's like comedy masterpiece.
Liam Neeson.
I love Liam Neeson. Not Liam Neeson. I mean, crap. What did I say? Liam
Leslie
Neeson.
Nielsen.
Leslie Nielsen. Yeah.
You threw me off. I was like, wait a minute.
You threw me off when you said. They know. The people knew about that.
The people that wrote Reno 911 and 930 are the ones writing this.
Oh man, that
Okay.
was pretty good.
It could be funny.
That probably Liam Neeson.
Leslie Nielsen, I liked him in that. I liked some of his old movies. What was that old movie he did? The Strange Planet or whatever. Did you ever watch that?
Airplane.
Like the old 40s or 50s movie where like he landed on that strange planet. There's like an invisible monster killing everybody. Oh, you've never seen that?
No.
You gotta watch some old stuff, man. Ocean 11, obviously they've been talking about doing Ocean's 11, but it's going to be.
Is that even old enough to have a reboot?
It's going to be Ocean's 11, but it's going to be female Ocean's 11.
Oh, God.
People included are Sandra Bullock, Anne Hathaway, Rihanna, Aquafina. I guess that's how you say her name. Helena Bonham Carter, Mindy Kaling, and Kate Blanchett.
You know, just putting this out there. Wasn't there already a female in Ocean's 11? Julia
Yeah, but
Roberts?
this will be they'll be the Ocean's 11. It won't
That's
be guys.
stupid. I mean, like everybody's so.
Everybody was
so
sexist.
Well, no, look at what Ghostbusters did. I mean, everyone that thing just got shit on. It wasn't because they were females. It wasn't because that. It's just because they were like, here, let's do gender equality.
No, the Ghostbusters wasn't because of the female cast. Because I liked some of the cast.
Yeah.
It was just the script was horrible. The script was just horrible. I was like, this is stupid.
That's what I'm afraid
And
of.
they went way out of their way to make sure you knew they were females.
Oh,
Yeah,
You know
that's
what
what I'm
I mean?
talking
Like,
about.
There's like,
Yeah.
why, I know they're girls. Why do you keep making like queef jokes? You know what I mean? Like
Bitches ain't catching no ghosts.
yeah, bitches ain't gonna catch no ghosts.
I'm sorry, Ghostbusters is a boys'
like,
club,
it's like
man.
bitches don't be busting no ghosts or something like that.
But-
they know bitches gonna bust
like,
no ghosts.
You know, like not to be sexist, the Ghostbusters is a boys' club, man. I mean, if they should have made a new one, at least if they would have had Bill Murray or somebody do a hand me down with them, and like you said, wouldn't have been so in your
That
face
was
like,
another
look, I'm a
thing.
female.
That was another thing. Even when they did the cameos of the original Ghostbusters, it was horrible. It was badly done. Like they made Bill Murray's character be dumb.
Yeah.
Like they just made. I blame that on the script. I don't blame it on the. I think I could watch a female Ghostbuster if it was scripted better.
I could too, but I mean, like,
Like I said, if they'd been like their daughters or something.
Oh, yeah.
You know, they'd been a lot better.
it would have been less girl power.
If Emma Stone was in it, it'd been awesome.
Mm-hmm. Police Academy.
I love Priest Academy, but I mean, they already had like 9 movies.
Yeah, I don't really need to read it.
I'm not gonna talk about Puppet Master. I don't think anybody's really watched Puppet Master.
I have.
I've seen it. Have you seen it?
No.
Okay.
No,
They're talking about redoing Predator. And
Yes.
guess who they've got on there? Olivia Munn.
Yes.
Yes.
What? She's the Predator? Wait, really?
Yeah. It'll be more of a sequel than it will be actual.
She's the
Reboot.
Predator?
No.
Well, you know,
you said
She's
yeah
in the
already.
movie. She's in the movie, dude.
Okay.
they actually got the actor from the first one to be playing it. I've read about this. This is
Yeah.
going to be a complete reboot.
Well, it says here it will seemingly be more of a sequel to the first 2 films than a reboot that they just announced.
Huh.
So, but it's got Olivia Munn and Boyd Holbrook. It's going to be so far attached to it.
The guy got drug off that went chasing after the girl, one of the first victims. He's actually the director of this movie. I forget his name, but yeah.
It says Shane Black, who of course had a role in the first movie.
There it is, Shane Black.
He's come up with it. All right, let's see what we got here. Pumpkinhead. Anybody like Pumpkinhead?
No.
They're going to do Rainbow.
No.
What?
Why?
Did you say Reading Rainbow?
Rainbow.
Oh, Rambo.
Yeah.
I thought you said Reading Rainbow. I'm like, what the fuck,
Yep.
man?
And they're not going to have him in it.
They don't.
It says a Stallone Rambo movie is sacrilegious, right? Nope, apparently not. So, Rambo without Stallone, what do you think?
Not watching.
Not interested.
Red Sonja.
What?
You don't like Red Sonja?
No,
No, nobody likes fucking Red
Red
Sonja.
Sonja was part of the whole Conan thing, man. That's good stuff. Oh, here's a good one. Roadhouse.
The Roadhouse.
They're talking about redoing Roadhouse.
Wait.
No, wait. Let me
Is
finish.
Patrick Swayze in it?
you know who is in it, though? You like this. Guess who's going to be the main star?
Who?
Ronda Rousey.
No, thank you, man. That bitch can't act.
That's
She's probably gonna fucking cry.
I don't know, but
She was awesome in Fast and Furious 7, man. Remember when she beat the crap out of Michelle Rodriguez?
I'm
Oh,
sorry,
I didn't see
but
it.
Do you remember that?
I don't like the Fast and Furious movies
You're
anymore.
sad.
Fast
I
and
like the first
Furious
You live a
sucks.
sad life.
Fast and Furious sucks. How
But
did
it
these
did
like
spark my interest with Ronda Rousey in it.
we're street racers that became special forces with no training whatsoever?
Yeah.
We're like the top crew in America.
But
Yeah.
I have no love for Ronda Rousey. She's a crybaby.
But, she'll be doing. She's going to be doing Roadhouse.
Roadhouse.
Seven Samurai's getting a reboot. I don't know if anybody likes Seven Samurai.
No.
Oh, it's awesome. You guys are wrong. Shaft. They're talking about redoing Shaft.
Shaft.
They're talking about redoing She's All That.
What? How dare you even mention that on our podcast?
They're talking about redoing Short Circuit.
Yes,
Yeah, they need to modernize that.
Johnny 5. No disassemble. No disassemble.
Yeah, they're talking about redoing.
That was a good movie when we were kids, but I watched it recently, and I was like, God, this
One
sucks.
or two. One or two.
One.
One does suck.
Get the fuck out.
No, I agree with you. I agree with you. I like the second one better. I didn't want.
Is it
I
because
love
of the Mohawk?
Yep.
He gets Mohawk in the second
I love
one?
the first one. The second one was alright, but I love the first one.
Oh, I loved them as a kid. I mean,
still
they're
love
still
them.
not horrible.
Yeah.
Like, I still have a fondness for them, but
No
I
disassemble.
feel like they could be.
No disassemble.
They're talking about redoing Stargate.
I tolerated the first few and the series.
Well, the first movie was good. I like the first movie. But yeah, they're talking about redoing Stargate. They're talking about redoing Starship Troopers.
Actually, no. Speaking of Starship Troopers, I actually bought Resident Evil Vendetta, and there's a trailer for Starship Troopers: Traitor of Mars, and it has Rico, and at the end of it, he's like, what's the chick's name that he fell in love with that died? It started with a D.
Denise.
Oh yeah,
Deidre?
Yeah, something like that.
Whatever. He says her name, and I think this is just an assumption. I knew the CGI movie is going to continue the series with Rico and stuff, but I think one of the brain bugs maybe got her or something. I don't know. because he says her name, and I thought she was dead, but it's a trailer.
She got like cut in half or something.
No, she got stabbed. I think
she died hard.
Yeah.
But anyways, they are talking about doing research Starship Troopers, so
I don't think that's a reboot's necessary.
Be pretty neat. Sword in the Stone.
I mean, that's been done a few
King
times.
Arthur?
That's been done a few times.
Let's see here, dude. Talking about redoing Time Cop.
Jean-Claude Van Damme?
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched
I
it.
don't know.
I loved
I
it.
don't know if it'd be in it, but
I love Tom stuff.
Tomb Raider. Tomb Raider's finally getting that.
Yes.
It needs a reboot.
It actually has the chick that played in Rogue One. She's going to be Lara Croft.
Yep.
Oh, that'd be good.
Exactly.
And she's sexy as hell.
I didn't like Angelina Jolie as Lara Croft.
I just wanted to see her boobies.
I fell asleep during that movie.
Actually, I like what they're doing with Lara Croft. They've actually toned her down and made her more realistically beautiful. So I'm all
But it's
for
actually
that.
got a release date. It might actually hit March 16, 2018. So.
Yeah. I'm going to watch it.
One movie they're talking about is doing The Toxic Avenger.
Oh, man.
Steve Pink, who did the Hot Tub Time Machine 2, has done the script.
Really?
That's going to be funny.
Really? This is happening, huh?
Yeah. If you something you did not know,
Is Trump still on it?
listen. One thing you might not have known is that Arnold Schwarzenegger was actually interested in being in The Toxic Avenger
That's awesome.
Really?
until he went to Terminator Genesis.
Huh.
But if he goes back to it, might have it. Might see Arnold Schwarzenegger. They're talking about redoing Van Helsing.
Who's going to be Van Helsing?
Let's see what it says here.
Isn't there a TV show of Helsing?
Channing
There's a
Tatum is
lot.
trying to be sought after right now for the role.
I don't feel like that movie will have the tone that I would want for it. I don't think they've ever had the tone I wanted for them, but I'd watch it.
Talking about remaking The Warriors. I don't know if you guys ever watched The Warriors. I watched
Warriors!
it. They are talking about redoing Weird Science.
Man.
Nah, that one doesn't need a reboot. It's still good to this day. Yeah.
What about White Man Can't Jump?
It's too racist.
No. For real, they need to stay off the fucking race topic, especially right now.
The last couple.
I mean,
ones
okay,
of the-
okay. Why is it they can make a movie called White Man Can't Jump, but if somebody makes a movie called Black Man Can't Swim, they're a fucking racist?
That is got reason.
Well, how's White Man Can't Jump not racist? Going by that logic.
You're white.
Going by that logic.
We can't jump.
Bullshit. Look at Blake Griffin.
What? Blake Griffin's like 6'11", man. You don't have to jump.
Get the fuck out.
Blake Griffin's.
Oh yeah. What about Zach LaVine?
I think he's half. I don't think he's full white.
Get the fuck out.
Well,
You racist son of a bitch.
one last one they're talking about doing is they're talking about redoing the Wolfman.
That'd be cool.
They're talking about
They've
doing
already
monster
done
movies.
it.
They're
This
talking
will
about
be the
doing
Universal
Simpsons
Studios.
did it.
Yeah.
This is part of the Universal Studios?
Yeah.
It is.
And they're talking about doing Zorro.
Who cares? Nobody likes
Damn.
Zorro.
I'm just telling you what's up. But that's some of the reboots that are coming out. What do you thinking? EM kicks you out?
Lion King.
Really?
Yeah.
Lion
I'm
King-
super
Lion
excited
King
about
is
Lion
happening. It will be live action.
Have you seen the Jungle Book live action?
Yeah, I watched it in theaters.
That made me excited to see Lion King live action.
I gotta be honest. I'm more pumped up for the Conan with Schwarzenegger and a possible Matrix.
The Matrix thing might be in limbo for a while though, but the Conan thing probably will happen.
I'm totally down for an old man Conan.
And all the Universal Studios ones. I'm super excited.
All the old horror movies.
Yes.
I actually own the Conan movies with Schwarzenegger when he was like all on steroids and shit,
Yeah.
and I have those on Blu-ray.
Oh man.
I absolutely love those.
I used to have on DVD.
Conan the Barbarian and Conan the Destroyer. Matter of fact, the next time I make a Skyrim character, it's going to be a Nord named Conan.
It does say because of the huge success of Jungle Book is why they made the Lion King. It says they do have Donald Glover voicing Simba and James Earl Jones will be doing Mufasa.
Danny Glover's going to be Simba?
No, Donald Glover, man.
Donald Glover.
Yeah,
No.
Is that his son?
yeah, and
It's from Samurai Cop.
Billy Eichner and Seth Rogen are going to do Timon and Pumbaa.
That's actually pretty good.
Yeah. I'm not gonna hate that.
And they've got Chiwetel Elijah Ford. I can't ever say his name. He's going
Elijah
to do a real,
Woods?
he's going to do a real Scar.
Elijah Woods?
No, Chiwetel Elijah Ford. He's the bad guy in Serenity,
Which bad guy?
the black guy,
Okay.
the one that's always like, "You're gonna fall on this sword." You're like, "Oh no!" And then Nathan Fillion's like, "Had that removed years ago."
Thanks for listening to this week's podcast. We'll be back next week for another episode. If you want to listen to past episodes of the podcast, you can find us on SoundCloud, TuneIn, Stitcher. I think it died. I think your tablet died. There's Dusty's ass.
Give me good. Do it again.
I'm leaving all this. This doesn't matter anymore. You can follow us on Twitter at The Weekly Loot. You can like us on Facebook at facebook.com/TheWeeklyLoot. And as always, guys, happy looting.
Happy looting.
I love you more than they do.
He's lying. He's white.